Good evening, everyone. Pretty, pretty exciting day in the markets. Today is December 13th, 2023, and we have finished up with the FOMC meeting. Look, I wanted to see a sell this week. Clearly, it didn't happen. I think all I've been doing so far this week is buying dips. I don't think I've actually been short intraday at all. I mentioned in a Discord chat that this sort of pattern is kind of when you see it happen intraday so many times, you know when to avoid it on these higher time frames too, and that is the market consolidates a bunch, heads up to an area where sellers step in, comes back in, and then you get this giant bid off the prior consolidation. This giant bid rips off the prior swing high, and you get this upwards consolidation. I'm sure there's a proper name for it in the technical world. I don't know what it is. Uh, but when you get that sort of huge bid off a prior consolidation and then this upward trending consolidation, this is usually what it looks like. And I've I've been on the other side of that many times intraday. Um, Look, we've came right to this upper level here. If we scroll back, this is kind of the highs of this balance here right before the all-time high. We are much closer on the futures. Let's pull it up here. What is that? ES on the futures. Uh, we're 48.08 quarter to there right now, about 30 points off. So we could very well be hitting all-time highs on the futures, and I believe the SPX is not far away either. Yeah, the about 100 points away. So we are really flirting with some high time frame stuff. I mean, the Nasdaq did hit new all-time highs today on the futures. I wonder how the NDX did. Pretty damn close. The cash has a little bit of a ways to go as well, but just absolutely ripping. The Dow was the one that did rip right through the old all-time high. I think the futures did as well. Even though Russell had a huge day, open to close. What is that? 3.25%. Really, really bullish. Just absolutely ridiculous. Um, Notable that right now the dollar index selling downwards, gapping downwards actually, whatever that is, 0.5% or something, 0.3%. And CL, interestingly enough, this is kind of setting up for an interesting, we're setting up for an interesting overall 2024. What was I looking up? CL. Um, Here we go. We've come right into this zone of interest, the 65 level. This is a really, really, really big level. This is kind of the, where this thing spends most of the time trading at. Um, and as far as I know, speculators are starting to get decently short into here. Um, so there's a scenario here where over the next couple weeks, we see crude keep coming downwards. We see the dollar keep coming downwards. We see, I'm long the Canadian dollar, so, hopefully this thing kind of just, that's the wrong thing, 6C, there we go. Hopefully this thing keeps just kind of diddling around sideways, moves up higher as well. That'd be a risk-on environment. Overall, I've been calling for an end-of-year sell. That's what I've been looking for, but every week it's hard to find it. It's not appearing anywhere. And if I was looking for a close in the year, 445 or something like that. That's looking really, really doubtful. I doubt we can break that old 45, 55-ish kind of spot. Really, I'm starting to wonder if we could even break 46.55 at this rate. Right now, check this out. The Nasdaq futures, a little bit of a price gap there. Here's the old all-time high, 767s, and this thing's up 100 points off the Globex Open. ES also up a solid amount, whatever that is, about 30 points, 25 points, 20 points. Um, in case this needs to be said for whatever reason, I'm looking to get long tomorrow, right? This is not a until I get some real good evidence of this being a short setup. I'm looking to get long. Um, this was last night. We spent all day above the prior day's high. At a level there at 96 quarter, came really close. Then we had the FOMC announcement, just ripped up. Had a level at I think 18 three quarters. 37s was a spot, or 34s. I can't remember. Maybe it's 34 and three quarters. That was a spot. 60 had 62 and three quarters. I got short there via some zero DT puts, as that was sort of the last spot for me where I could see this thing, where I thought the sellers would step in. That was kind of the last spot for me. It's where this balance trades, right? Now that we're getting above there, we're trading at 76-ish. We're clearing this high currently, right? Whatever that is, 78, 77 and a half. We clear this high, and I really think we're moving on to right there, and I'm not going to sell it because the all-time high is right there, right? This is going to be kind of my, we can call it one of these. Haven't 3,700. That was 1,000 points away. Bingo. So that's going to be my little pivot as to if we're going up to here or going down to here. I'm looking to get long, right? I'm going to be looking to get long tomorrow as long as we're trading above the FOMC lows, considering that's 77 points below us. I don't think we're going to be trading it. So long either roughly around today's high. 54 seems like a spot, 37s, 32s, or 19s, or perhaps even 77s. I don't know, somewhere around there. NASDAQ as well. Looking to get long, right? Obviously, either we're at that gap close, 803-ish. I guess the actual proper close would be, or the price close would be up at 806 half, but I like 803s. Looks like a nice level. A nice initiative bid there. 767 is the prior all-time high. 745's got some nice bids off of there. 691, 656s, and 613s below there. No longer interested. That's all I got. This thing's trading in the middle of nowhere, as far as I'm concerned. We could look to the QQQ. It looks like it's just going for the all-time high on in the cash. That's all I really got. I'm not going to be shorting this thing for a while intraday, I think. Not this week, at least. I'm looking to buy dips. That's all I got. This is looking to be an exciting 2024. I think it's going to be a more volatile 2024. We spent a lot of this year balancing, right? We spent a hell of a lot of time at the start of the year balancing in this zone. We had that really annoying balance there for a couple months. We had a really great rip, balanced once again, balanced. Finally got a kind of exciting end of the year move. I don't think we're going to have such a balanced year, right? All these time frames are always relevant, and after such a consolidative, balancy 2023 VIX at whatever it is at 10, I think we're in for a more erratic, exciting, if you want to call it, year. I think there's going to be a lot more stuff happening in currencies, in commodities. I don't think it's just going to be linearly going up like it has been for the past year or so. I mean, if you look at a chart of frickin' OJ, this thing's just been, till right corner. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, 10 minutes in. I'll be looking to get long tomorrow at those levels. Have a great night. Trade safe. I might even say that I'm not too sure that gap closes, right? That's a, where's the ES? I'm more familiar with that. That's a, we're floating with a 20-point gap up right now. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, have a great night. Trade safe.